Wildcats. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
First down here for the offense. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Option is set. Vex, FD inside.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive. So you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they're going to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Price. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he doesn't hear an open run, getting a huge interception.
Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Spread.
He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Entering play call.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
To the ground. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a hand.
Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Kansas State quick to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
How about those sweet twinkle-toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Gonna run it. It's Price. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options inside zone
Then you can
selected.
play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Player.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Looking to pass on second down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kansas State pushing the pace. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A nice job to fall on the football, but it doesn't really do much for their field position. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it's never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
There are 8 categories. Shock H, cash, red, white corner.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if he convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Entering play call, coach
a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks.
Categories.
They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Inside zone.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Well, that's not getting a thing done on first down. It's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Gilbert. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll try the run. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Entering play call.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Entering play call.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 8 categories.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So on this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And on that incantation, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Entering play
job
call.
is to
Coach
irritate, to
suggestions. There are
confuse,
6
to
categories.
to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, please, with the results of that last play. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Wildcats! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Max protect.
They go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out and get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The throw to the outside is complete. Giving him his pads. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw now.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Young. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
Well, you're making a positive out of it. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Coach suggests
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down.
From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Price. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Try over again.
You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Return sprint spot.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with it.
Entering play call formation, there are 6 categories. 4, nickel, off, double mug. There are 3 categories.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a smart. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, puck crossers.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know they're Brandon.
Turns it on down the left side. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage like that, now you're able to attack and try to get a touchdown on this drive.
I can't wait to see next, Reese, if this offensive coordinator and play caller decides to keep his foot down on the pedal and maybe take another shot now that they're in the red zone.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. Slot shape, 45 quick base.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Max protect.
Here's the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Entering play call.
And that's
Coach
another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back. I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Entering play call.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Category. Max protect.
On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Entering play call. Coach
The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Options. Kickoff left is selected.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Entering play call. Over G. There are 2 categories. Under. For. Nickel. Option is double mug. There are 3 categories.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Spread.
He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Irish. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Entering play call.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. First and 10.
Spread.
He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. This time it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to power it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if
and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Field shrinks, tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker can get run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Coach suggestions.
Here come the Irish back on offense. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the
call. Coaching. Pause. You have 5 options. Depth. Entering. AH key. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 2. Slot 3. L3 DRG. Slot 2. Slot 3. Entering.
Giant defensive tackle.
RPO.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next guy.
And they can't hook off on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down.
You have 18 options.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter. With just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back. But could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Comes out throwing on 1st down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Young. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. third and medium? Hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Trying to find his man on first down. The short hands. It's Gilbert.
And quarterback dropping down, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it. Bulldozes his way through. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 19.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return. Then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. They're bringing heat. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happen today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
And I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Option, double mug. There are 3 categories.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Cover 1 hole is selected. Spread.
He wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Brings up second down.
Entering play call, double mug. There are 3 categories. You have 12 options. The blitz 0 is selected.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a